We are going to be talking about addiction. Personally, I was addicted to porn, and I want you to understand, I was watching porn for 6 years. Literally, I couldn't go like 3 days without it. So personally, what I did to stop my addiction was I went to bed at 8 o'clock, woke back up at 4 o'clock. I think it's very important to understand what I just said. I woke up at 4 in the morning and then I went to the gym, worked out. And if you don't have a gym and you can't afford to work out at a gym, that's okay. I didn't have a gym to go to. I worked out in the garage or in my living room. That's the way I worked out. So don't make up an excuse and say you can't wake up at 4 in the morning. Your body is going to be super tired. So what you probably should do is drink some coffee. Drink some coffee, drink some tea. For me personally, I don't drink coffee or tea in the morning. I don't like it. I don't like coffee at all. So what I did, I straight up did it raw. After I was done working out though, I drank some tea because my body was tired. Now I've saved so much extra time that I normally wouldn't have because I would be exhausted staying up late at night watching inappropriate things. So those are the things that I would do, is stay up late at night and watch inappropriate things. The way I fixed this, I didn't go tell my friends or family about it. No, I just went to bed at 8 o'clock. At the end of the day, your body is going to be so exhausted because you exercised. And by like 6 o'clock, even though you've had coffee or tea or something, your body will still be exhausted. This is what's good about what I'm telling you. You don't gotta tell your best friend. You don't gotta tell your girlfriend. You don't gotta tell your wife. You don't gotta tell the world about it. You can keep this with yourself. Personally, at the time, I did not believe in any religion at the time. I want you to know, this was only like 3 years ago. I didn't believe in any religion at the time. So what I did was, I woke up at 4 in the morning every single day. I couldn't be addicted. And I know that you can't work out 7 days a week. I totally understand that. You can also wake up at 5 in the morning. Because guess what? If you still wake up at 5 in the morning, your body still is going to be exhausted. What I don't want you to do is start waking up at 6 in the morning. Because I don't like that. I don't like you waking up at 6 in the morning, But if you wake up at 5, you have to wake up at 5. You can't push it to 6. It's not allowed. I am so confident, I would put money on it, upon your life, that you would actually be able to stop your addiction. Now, I will admit, if you have an addiction with like smoking and stuff like that, that's a little bit different because you can kind of do it at any time. So it's a little bit different. But I mean mainly people that watch inappropriate things late at night, porn. If you're watching those things, I promise you, your addiction is going to go away within seconds. And to be honest, there's nobody else that's talking about these things. Because a lot of people say, well, you need God. You need God. God has a time to save you. He has something for you and he's working on your life. But it doesn't mean you can't fix some things a part of your life. 4 years ago, I was not saved by God. I got saved by God a month ago. I was done with my addiction 4 years ago. Does that mean I was good mentally? No. I was still dealing with other trauma. It's just one less thing that I had to deal with. That was one less addiction. I didn't have to wake up every day and be like, this is what I gotta do. I know some people are like, hey, I go to work. I can't do that. Okay. This is the other thing that you could do. If you have work and sometimes you clearly are going to come home late, what you do is you pack up your dinner and your lunch, eat the food at work, come home, brush your teeth, go straight to bed. There should not be a single second a part of your life that you touch your phone after you come home from work. There should not be a single millisecond that you touch your phone, because the biggest issue is you touching your phone, because that's when the addiction starts running. That's when Satan literally over your shoulder breathing on you. And that's when it's over, right? So if you're coming from work, I want you to literally brush your teeth and go straight to bed, because it doesn't matter if you come home at 11 o'clock. It doesn't matter because you want to go to bed as quick as possible because you got to wake up at 5 in the morning. Every single day when I was going to school, I was exhausted. I had so many other things I had to do. I always prioritized going to bed as early as possible. I got mad at my parents because I was like, I gotta go to bed. Because I know what's gonna happen if I stay up a couple minutes after. I know if I stay up a couple hours later, I know my addiction is going to be haunting me. I don't know how drinking and smoking works. I don't know if people do it mainly late at night. I don't know. But I know one thing for sure. If you have an addiction online watching porn, I know how to fix it for you. I do. Wake up early in the morning. Your body isn't going to like it, but if you keep doing it, your body is going to think it's a normal routine. The biggest issue isn't your actual addiction of porn. Your biggest issue is the time that you wake up. That's what I learned. I always thought, oh my gosh, I'm a failure. Yes, you are a failure because you're not waking up earlier. If you woke up earlier, this issue would never happen because you would always be exhausted. Now, I don't wake up early in the morning anymore. I just don't have that addiction. I have gotten saved by God. That is not something I deal with on a day-to-day basis. But it doesn't mean I'm not exhausting my body. I still wake up at 7 o'clock, exercise. I pray, read the Bible, then exercise, because the most important thing in this whole world is praying. But if you're not religious or you don't believe in any kind of Christianity and stuff, I'm biased, but it's okay. It's okay because I used to be just like you. What you should do is wake up early in the morning and then go straight to the gym. I mean directly to the gym so that your body can be exhausted. Anyone could wake up at 4 in the morning. But the issue about waking up at 4 in the morning is you can turn off the alarm every single time. So what you should do also to make sure that you wake up early is set up 10 alarms because I never want you to make it past 6 o'clock. If it's 6 o'clock, to me, you failed me already. Because if you wake up at 6 o'clock, your body's powerful. Your body's too powerful. It could still do it. And I just want to really make sure that your addiction goes away within seconds. I promise you, I had this addiction for 6 goddamn years. I hated it. I knew I had the addiction. I didn't want to talk to anyone about it. I get it. I had the same thing. I'm telling you something that you don't got to tell anyone about. You don't got to go tell your family members. You don't got to tell your friends. You could keep this personal. You will go straight to the gym and wake up either 5 in the morning or 4 in the morning. Both of them work. Because in the end, your body's still so exhausted because you've exercised, plus you're going to work, you're doing so many other things, your body's exhausted. It just wants to sleep. It doesn't care about your addiction. Your addiction got thrown away within seconds when you did that. That is the last thing that your body cares about, is that addiction that you have. The most important thing your body cares about is going to bed because it is exhausted from all the work that you've put in. Your addiction is not the issue. The issue is you waking up early in the morning. And I wish someone told me that. I wish someone just said, wake up at 5 in the morning or 4 in the morning. And I want you to go straight to the gym. I'm so passionate about this. It's because I know this and I experienced it myself. I know what it feels like to have this addiction, to literally be like, I want to stop. Not realizing, oh my gosh, all I got to do is wake up early in the morning. My addiction is gone within a day. You will always have that feeling, right? You'll keep having that feeling, and I know it, but your body's too exhausted. And I know a lot of people are like, I can't work out 7 days a week. That's crazy. What are you talking about? I get it. It's not possible. So you take one day off and you wake up at 5 in the morning. Yes, the time that you wake up on your off day doesn't change. Because what you need to do now is stretch. You need to stretch your body. You literally need to do everything because you've worked so hard. And then guess what you do after your off day? You start it right over. You're probably like, what do I do for exercise? I don't know. Do you not know how to exercise? Run, go boxing, swim. There's millions of things that you could do to move your body. If you can't afford it, you're lying because you could just go run a mile. And if you don't want to run a mile, which is perfectly okay, go run in one place over and over every single day. Can you do a push-up? Do you have arms you could do a push-up? I'm telling you these things because I'm passionate about it and because I wish someone told me these things. No one told me all I got to do is wake up at 5 in the morning and my body would be exhausted so much to the point when it becomes late at night, I just want to go to bed at 8 o'clock. And my addiction literally is out. My tiredness takes over. Personally, if I was you, I would also pray. Because the most valuable thing in the whole world is praying. If you're not going to pray, your addiction is still going to be there. It still will. One of the biggest issue I still dealt with was that I stopped watching porn, but I still was imagining things while I was asleep. So if I was praying to God, that issue would have been gone. So that's just something small that you could do. Because you're going to be like, what? I'm still dealing with these problems. Yeah, it's because you haven't prayed. You haven't prayed to God. And I wish that was something I did. I wish I did pray. Because I still had like so much lust in my body and I couldn't stop. I woke up every day and I said, did I piss my pants? No. Even though my addiction was gone, my lust was still there. So if I would have prayed to God and said, hey, I need help. I'm not watching these apps anymore, but yet I'm still imagining it. And I haven't watched it in years, but I still can't stop imagining these things. Pray to God about it because he's going to fix your problem so fast. Because me now, I wake up at like 9 o'clock. I stay up until 1, 3 in the morning. Guess what? I don't deal with those problems. That's not an issue I deal with. That's the last thing I'm thinking of. What I'm thinking of late at night is, like, God, what did I do? What mistakes did I make? How can I be closer to you? Those are the things I think about because I've been saved by God. When I was waking up at 4 in the morning and going to bed at 8 o'clock, I was still lusting while I was dreaming. Now I have dreamt about reading the Bible and I was on Genesis 39 and I read the Bible on Genesis 40. So I was reading the Bible in my dreams. I was reading the Bible. This is the kind of relationship that you want with God. And this is the kind of relationship I wish I had with God. So I'm telling you these things because I'm passionate and I want to help you. There's so many people on earth that are just like so lost. And they say, I got it. I know what I'm doing. I'm not going to talk to anyone about it. Look, you can do that. To a certain extent, your addiction is still going to be apparent. Until you start praying, your addiction will still be there. You can whine, you can cry all you want, but your addiction will still be there. I think it's important to stop your addiction and look at your future and be like, where am I going to be? Where am I going to be in the future? Because you're going to end up in the same place I was. Even though I stopped lusting, even though I stopped doing these things, I couldn't help myself. I couldn't. And I got to the point I wanted to take my life. Even though my addiction was gone, you have to cry out to God. You have to cry out to God or it's just going to stay in the same spot. And I'm only telling you these things because I dealt with it. So in the end, if you ever want to stop your addiction, you wake up at 4 in the morning. Wake up at 4 in the morning. Your problems will be fixed. Will all of your problems will be fixed? Absolutely not. Because guess what? You have a lot more problems you're going to deal with. You have a lot more addictions that you got to deal with. A lot more lust that you got to take care of. When you stop your addiction with porn, the next thing that you do, because you're still going to have lust thoughts, you pray to God about it. The next thing you also do after that is if you have another addiction, you're cheating or you're wanting to cheat on someone, pray to God about it. He will tell you the answer every single time. He's an amazing father. He took care of me when I needed him the most. He was already right there. He took care of me and he's able to take care of you. I love you and I just want the best for you. The reason why I shout at you is because I love you and I have these addictions. I had those addictions myself and some I still have. And I'm trying to get better at it because I'm not perfect. My goal is to be better. I'm never going to be perfect. The only person that's perfect is Jesus. And I'm not perfect at all. I'm a mistake. I am horrible. I'm a disgusting human being. I've done terrible things. And all I want to do is take care of other people because that's what God told me to do.